Hello, this is Overly Critical Anime with my final reel of Master Duel, and I believe this game is kind of in a little bit of trouble. And after about, I say this is about 2 months now after it's released, so we got a lot more, play time with it, and to see where the game is going and how the ban list is going to form, like the tier list and stuff like that. And they're doing some weird changes. You can't demote, you know, yourself past, plat 5 anymore to gold. It seems like they're actively trying to stop people from like demoting themselves to get, more gems because the higher you are, the less gems you get because they demote you back to a certain state. Bef- you know, for the season that you miss out on a lot of gems, and people are kind of figuring this out. So them doing this seems like they're actively trying to put a lid on how many gems you can get, and they also changed the missions also, which is getting a lot of casual fans pretty mad. Like you used to be able to get like I think 150 gems if you didn't turn in certain missions. Now they changed that completely, and now you can't do that. So it definitely is showing its hand, I guess, per se. And a lot of people are complaining about these legacy packs. I don't think I have any more, but they're pretty useless. There's a lot of stuff in there that is really just bad, and they don't have any format for these. They seem it's just completely and utterly useless. What people are really complaining about is that you can't dismantle them, and that's frustrating because a lot of these ultra rares and super rares are pretty useless, and they just sit there because you're not going to use them. I understand, them not wanting you to dismantle the starter decks they give you, right? Okay, don't do that. But these are packs, so you should be able to dismantle them. Even though if you get like maybe like half the rate, people would probably still dismantle those things because they're just completely useless. If anything else, let people dismantle those past three, because a lot of people went to the XYZ event and they don't have another event going on. We don't know when it's coming, but it's out there, and there wasn't a new and no new content added. We seen new ranks, we seen new pets and all this other stuff, and they didn't add it in, and people are wondering why. I kind of get they want to wait until they update the ban list to just dump all the content in there all at once, but that's making people wait, and people usually don't wait for loads of content like that. Even if they dump all that, people are going to like, okay, they are going to enjoy it for maybe a week or two. Then they're going to want more content. Like the content is seriously lacking here. There's no mats. There's no pets or cosmetics. They need to really up the cosmetics department real fast, or they're going to lose a lot of the player base, mainly casuals, once they get the new ban list, because people are getting a lot sick and tired of the plat meta. You get maybe the 5 decks in there, and it's really hard to go from plat 5 to plat 1, so people are like kind of purposely demoting themselves to a certain state. They go to all the way to plat 2, then demote themselves all the way to plat 5, so when the season ends they can get more gems, stuff like that. And it seems like Konami doesn't want people doing that. So I'm kind of worried where this game is going. I held out for paying for anything just to, you know, see where it's going before I actually go in there. And speaking of gems, um, once you pay for these don't refresh. I think they need to refresh these every month. I know a lot of people would take advantage of that and just buy these deals and just wait the month or whatever to use them, but you know, just under 5,000 gems for $80. That's 50 packs. That's it. I think they need, if they can't reduce the price, at least made it 5,950. Like, you're not really losing anything just by adding gems. Like $1 for a half a pack. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, 50 gems, $1. That's not even a full pack. Like, the monetization of these gems are just fucking terrible. And I think they really, I doubt they're going to change anything in this gem, or they would have already done it. So that's really disappointing that they are sticking to that, or at least have sales. They haven't had a sale yet, so it's been 2 months, no sales. Maybe they will have a sale down the line, but as right now, it doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. But they really need to start adding a lot more content in this game. There's like 50% reduction from last time, I think, when the event ended. And I think they need to change the event a little bit because there's no incentive to go past, I think it was 3,000 or 4,000 medals, because once you get all your XYZ packs or whatever, there was nothing to do afterwards. And your initial gem drop was about, I think it was 1,000 or like 2,000 gems. I can't remember, but I think it was. I don't think it was 2,000, but it was around 1,000. And once you got done with that, it was only like legacy packs and like 20. So there's no like real purpose to go on past. I think it was like 3,000 or 4,000 points, because there's, all you're getting is legacy packs and 20 gems. There was no cosmetics in there. There wasn't no pets in there. People need more, and this dual pass has been long. They need to do something about the dual pass. Like, 2 months of a dual pass is way too damn long. Okay, like, I got done with this in like 2 weeks. Like, even the most casual person can do this, well, a couple hours a day. I got the dual pass already completed myself, and I don't play that much on here. So, like, even the most casual, unless you're doing like a couple hours a week, I don't see how you couldn't complete that dual pass by now. Like, it's insanely long, and it was way too short, and they didn't add anything else besides, if they do make it longer, they add more cosmetics in there, like, because that's what players come for, is like, you can customize your stuff, and there's a lot more things going around to do. And once you reach Plat 1, you don't get any gems, so you don't have any incentivization to keep going and playing this game, because there's nothing to go for. So, like, there's no cosmetics, there's no pets that you want, there's no goals besides, your daily missions and, unlimited missions, and that's it. Like, they need a lot more, and hopefully they turn this around, because they're losing a lot of their player bases because they just can't update their fucking game fast enough. They did address some of the issues really quickly, like the cheating that was happening, and like the self FTK decks that were going on in the event. But other than that, that's all they done. Like, that's the most basic shit that you should be able to react to. Cheating and somewhat of an exploit in the thing that incentivize winning over killing yourself. Besides that, it seems that they are just ruining this game. Hopefully they turn this around, or this game is going to be dead in another month or two, because 50% of your fan base is huge because you just can't get your shit together. That's pretty much what I have to say. Oh, I'll give a final score of like a 5 out of 10. They need to really turn shit around to really improve this game. To like at first I really enjoyed it. I think I gave it a 7, but it's lost a lot of I guess points towards them actually addressing a lot of stuff. They've only addressed a couple things, and that was it. And they haven't added anything new to the game in a very long time. And they, even if with this new recent drop, people are going to get really bored real quick, and they need to. If they keep on doing that, people are going to just get pissed. They don't want to wait 2 months for a huge drop. They should trickle stuff in, like every week. Add like a new something, like a new pet or a new board or anything. Like even if it's every 2 weeks that you have to add something in new that people can enjoy, like trickle in like the content. That would vastly improve this game so much. Thank you for listening. Rate, comment, subscribe.